June 25, 2025 Daily Bread. Passage. Acts chapter 2 verse 22 to verse 36. Key verse 36. Title: God raised Jesus from the dead. Fellow Israelites, listen to this. Jesus of Nazareth was a man, accredited by God to you, by miracles, wonders, and signs, which God did among you through him, as you yourselves know. This man was handed over to you by God's deliberate plan and foreknowledge. And you, with the help of wicked men, put him to death by nailing him to the cross. But God raised him from the dead, freeing him from the agony of death, because it was impossible for death to keep its hold on him. David said about him, "I saw the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad, and my tongue rejoices. My body also will rest in hope. Because you will not abandon me to the realm of the dead. You will not let your Holy One see decay. You have made known to me the paths of life. You will fill me with joy in your presence." Fellow Israelites, I can tell you confidently that the patriarch David died and was buried, and his tomb is here to this day. But he was a prophet, and knew that God had promised him on oath that he would place one of his descendants on his throne. Seeing what was to come, he spoke of the resurrection of the Messiah, that he was not abandoned to the realm of the dead, nor did his body see decay. God has raised this Jesus to life, and we are all witnesses of it. Exalted to the right hand of God, he has received from the Father the promised Holy Spirit, and has poured out what you now see and hear. For David did not ascend to heaven, and yet he said, "The Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand, until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet." Therefore let all Israel be assured of this. God has made this Jesus, whom you crucified, both Lord and Messiah. Daily Bread Message. Jesus, the Son of God, was accredited by God by miracles, wonders, and signs, yet he was handed over to sinful man. They put him to death by nailing him to a cross. It seemed like a tragic defeat. But God raised Jesus from the dead, freeing him from the agony of death. He overcame the power of the grave because it was impossible for death to keep its hold on him. It is God alone who gives us victory over our enemies, and the power of sin, death, and the grave. Even King David spoke of the resurrection of Christ. He had not died, but knew that God would not abandon him to the grave, nor let his Holy One, his beloved Son, who was crucified, see decay. King David put his hope in the Lord, and prophesied to the resurrection of Christ. Peter declared that God made this Jesus, who the people had crucified, both Lord and Christ. Prayer. Father, thank you for raising Jesus from the dead, and for defeating the power of the grace. Open blinded eyes to see and believe that Jesus is now and forever, Lord and King. One word, God raised Jesus from the dead, and made him Lord and King.